A young pilot takes off into the evening sky, calm weather, clear visibility, a routine flight, but then he reports something impossible, a strange aircraft, hovering, watching him, moving in ways no human machine should. Minutes later, his voice disappears from the radio. His plane is never seen again. No wreckage, no distress signal, no explanation, only one final, chilling transmission. This is the story of Frederick Valentich. October 21st, 1978. Australia. A quiet evening over the waters between mainland Australia and King Island. 19-year-old pilot Frederick Valentich prepares for a short training flight. His aircraft? A light Cessna 182. Nothing unusual, nothing risky, just another step in building his flight experience. But what began as a routine journey would become one of the most unsettling aviation mysteries in history. Frederick Valentich wasn't reckless. He was ambitious, focused, determined to build a future in aviation. He studied flying seriously. He respected procedures. But there was something else about him, a fascination with UFOs, the unknown, the unexplained. Friends and family knew he was intrigued by the idea that we might not be alone. At the time, it seemed like curiosity, nothing more, until the night it may have mattered the most. Frederick departs from Moorabbin Airport. His destination, King Island. The sky is clear. The ocean below is calm. Everything is under control. He checks in with air traffic control as expected. Altitude? Around 4,500 feet. No technical issues reported. No distress. Everything normal. Until he sees something. Frederick contacts Melbourne Air Traffic Control. His voice is calm, but uncertain. He asks if there is any known aircraft flying below 5,000 feet. The answer comes back. No, the airspace is clear. But Frederick insists. He says he can see another aircraft. Large. Unusual. And it's approaching him. What follows is one of the most chilling recorded exchanges in aviation history. Frederick describes the object. It's got 4 bright lights, like landing lights. It's passing over me, at least 1,000 feet above. Then, it's not an aircraft. His voice tightens. There's confusion now, concern. He says the object is moving at high speed, then slowing, hovering, circling, watching. He tries to make sense of it, but nothing fits. Frederick's voice becomes more strained. He says the object is approaching again. It's hovering, and it's not an aircraft. There's a pause. Then something changes. You can hear it in his voice. Fear. Real fear. Then, a strange metallic scraping sound fills the transmission. Loud, irregular, unnatural, and suddenly, silence. The connection is gone. Frederick Valentich is never heard from again. Search teams launch immediately. Planes, boats, coast guards. They scan the ocean for any sign of wreckage. But nothing is found. No debris, no oil slick, no trace of the aircraft. It's as if the plane simply vanished. Authorities investigate. They analyze the radio recordings. They review flight data. They look for logical explanations. But the case refuses to resolve. Several theories emerge. Frederick may have become disoriented. Flying over water at dusk can distort perception. Lights can appear where none exist. He may have mistaken reflections or even stars for another aircraft. But does that explain the movement he described? The speed? The hovering? Another possibility. His plane suffered a sudden malfunction. He lost control, crashed into the ocean. But again, no wreckage was ever found. And the strange sounds on the radio remain unexplained. Some suggest he staged his own disappearance. But there's no evidence. No preparation. No motive strong enough to explain it. And then, the theory that continues to capture attention. That Frederick encountered something not from this world. An unidentified flying object. Something beyond known aviation. Something intelligent. Because his final words weren't vague. They were clear. It's not an aircraft. And moments later, he was gone. Decades later, the mystery remains unsolved. The audio recording still exists. A haunting reminder of his final moments. His disappearance became one of Australia's most famous UFO-related cases. But for his family, it was never a mystery. It was a loss, without closure, without answers. A young pilot, a clear sky, a strange object, and a final transmission that still sends chills. So what really happened to Frederick Valentich? Did he lose control, misinterpret what he saw, or did he encounter something we still can't explain? Listen closely to his final words, because they might be the only clue we'll ever have. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. And subscribe, because the next mystery might be even closer than you think.